Yeah, I make milkshakes with this.
Yeah, milkshakes, exactly.
Would you like a malt? Welcome to a especially delicious episode of 3 Minute Critics. I don't know why it's delicious.
I do.
Yeah?
Because it's Italian.
Because it's Italian.
That's right, because we're reviewing Zero from Italy, and it can't be anything other than delicious.
And I'm Eric.
I'm Tony.
And we're going to tell you a little bit about who's doing things.
This film has nothing to do with food,
No.
but it is delicious. It's on Netflix. It's rated TV mature, and it stars Giuseppe Dave Seke, I think.
Think so.
Haroun Fall.
Maybe.
Beatrice Grannò. And it was created by Menotti. Very mysterious Menotti. Eric is going to tell us a little bit about this film.
Happy to. So while falling in love with a girl who is from a disparate social class, an introverted youth struggles to master his power of invisibility. Poof! To protect his community from harm while choosing to forego his dreams of becoming an artiste.
Did I say film? It's not a film. It's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
But just so you know, it isn't film.
Yeah, it's a series.
It's a series. It's a series TV show.
It feels like a series of films.
We don't say TV show anymore. It's a series. Anyway, we're going to start reviewing this series on Netflix right now.
3 minutes on the clock. And Tony, your thoughts on Zero?
This TV show plays a lot like a graphic novel, which I guess, Menotti, you were telling me, does some of that work, which that makes sense. I'm not sure I felt like I knew which genre this thing landed in, and and that made me struggle a little bit while watching these episodes, because it feels a little bit like superhero.
Yes, a little bit of that.
Feels a little bit like,
Supernatural.
Barrio love story.
Yeah, it's got some of that.
Kind of feeling the poor guy with the rich girl.
You've seen that story, yeah.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind. And I think they do all of these things well, but I'm not sure it does any of them exceptionally well. I feel like the performances are really good. The direction is okay. The one thing that I really did that stuck out for me was there was a sense of comic relief, and when they did play the comedy, it worked really well. I would have liked to have seen more of that.
Like within the crew.
Yeah, within the crew, and they did it really well. The direction, the performances of the comedy, they got the jokes, and it worked, but they didn't do enough of it for me. What'd you think?
Yeah, so with this story about Omar, or they also call him Zero. He's the kid who can disappear.
That's right. He can disappear.
Yeah, and there's this whole backstory with his family, and they get into all that, and then this crew that he winds up getting with. They all live in a place that's kind of the rundown portion of Milan. Yeah, and but it's their home, and they're struggling to hold on to this.
The Good Times theme.
Exactly.
Temporary layoffs.
Good times.
Anyway, sorry.
But I agree with Tony that it's good characters here. I liked the way they introduced this crew that works with Omar. You got Momo and Sarah.
I like them. I like the crew.
Sheriff, they're all good, but I don't think throughout the rest of the series they really do a lot to develop these characters. I like them to begin with.
Any character development.
It doesn't go anywhere. You get a sense. I really like the main character of Omar to begin with, but then nothing goes anywhere.
I like his performance. I like his family backstory, but I wanted more of the backstory. You don't get enough of that until the end of the series, or the first season, I should say.
Right.
And I felt like that's kind of essential to keep you involved in his story and his trajectory, and to keep you believing the fact that the dude can become invisible.
Yeah, I would like to say, I mean, there could have been more of that, to be honest with you.
We need a little more backstory earlier on.
Yeah.
Oh, and there could have been more. You would have been nice for you if they leaned into the superhero kind of genre.
A little bit more. Yeah, like really give me more of the supernatural, which
I agree with that. I think it would have been a better
and there is if you make it all the way to the end of the series, there is an interesting twist payoff towards the end that will be like a kind of a whoa moment. But it's hard to get there because you're really invested in the characters to begin with, and then they just kind of hang out and they don't do a lot. They're fun people. They interact well.
But you know what you do get?
What do you get?
A horn.
Oh my goodness, that came up really fast. You did. I
felt it coming.
Yeah, you felt the sense of the horn.
I have a horn sense. But now, since the horns...
You might need a medication for that.
It's a superpower.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Now that we've heard the horn, it is time to rate this film on a 5-star scale. Yeah. And Eric is going to start ratings.
The story, it's an interesting story. It's different than most stories you hear. You get this... you got the love story, you got the whole crew trying to like save their town where they grew up, and you had the supernatural part of things. There's a lot going on here. And they do it fairly well, but I don't think they carry it well enough all the way through, and that's where it kind of loses me.
Lost me too.
I give this middle of the road 3 stars.
I am right there with you.
Tell me your thoughts.
I feel like this TV series.
Yeah.
This series.
The series.
I struggle with that.
That's
because we're old school.
You struggle with a lot of things.
We used to watch shows on.
Just one of the few.
Struggle with a lot of things.
Does.
I feel like it needed to pick. What is it? What does it want to be? Where does it want to go? And ultimately, because it didn't, we really lose any sense of who these people are. Mm-hmm. And because you lose a sense of who they are, you don't care enough about them. And when you don't care enough about them, you can't be invested in the storyline. So for me, also 3 stars.
It had so much potential.
It had a lot of potential because for the guy who's playing Zero or Omar,
Giuseppe, he's fantastic.
Dave, yeah.
And in his whole surrounding crew, they're fun when you meet them, and it's like
like I said, the comedy with the crew together is great. It works really well, but there's very little of it.
Well, you guys can all check this out. They're short episodes. They're only less than like
minutes-ish.
Yeah. So if you think you're into the supernatural invisibility Milan thing,
it's its own genre.
You never know.
Supernatural invisibility Milan thing.
But speaking of invisible, we're going to have to turn invisible because we're just kind of out of time for this one. We'd love to talk about more.
We're out of time. Dun in my head when you're not around. You're out. Okay, out of touch. That's
out of touch. Yeah. You're Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates in me. Yeah.
He's Hall. And if we're doing Hall & Oates, it's time to end. But thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe below. We've got more great reviews of series and movies coming down the line. If you'd like to comment, tell us what you think about this series. That'd be awesome.
Do you like the comment?
Yeah. That's a De Niro face. That's a good one. But, hey, until next time, we are the
3-Minute
Critics!
How dare you!